stepdaughter tried to destroy my life and chose her real mom, who traded her for $5,000. Now she's calling me crying because her life turned upside down. I married Rick when Olivia was 3 years old. Her birth mother, Denise, was this disaster of a person who disappeared for months at a time and only showed up when she needed money. She'd been arrested twice for theft and once for assault. When Olivia was 4, Denise signed away her parental rights in exchange for Rick not pursuing back child support. We agreed never to tell Olivia about Denise, because why would you tell a child their mother traded them for $5,000? So I raised her. I was at every soccer game, every piano recital, every parent-teacher conference. I taught her to ride a bike in our driveway. I held her when she cried about mean girls at school. I paid for her braces with my inheritance money. She called me mom, and I called her my daughter. When people said she looked nothing like me, I'd laugh and say she got her dad's genes. For 13 years, that was our life. Then last month, Denise shows up. Olivia's 16 now, and Denise somehow found her on Instagram. Starts messaging her about how she's her real mother and I stole her away. Tells her all these lies about how Rick and I prevented them from being together. Olivia confronts us at dinner one night, holding her phone with all these messages. Rick tries to explain, but Olivia's already decided we're the villains. She starts meeting Denise secretly. Olivia starts calling me Laura instead of mom. She tells her friends I'm her stepmother who's been lying to her. She moves all her photos of us off her wall. But here's where it gets interesting. Denise doesn't just want a relationship with Olivia. She wants Rick back, and she starts using Olivia to get to him. Has Olivia leave her phone around with messages visible. Has her talks about how lonely her real mom is. How Denise never got over losing her family. Olivia starts picking fights between Rick and me. Dad, Laura's trying to control me again. Dad, Laura said I can't see my real mom. Dad, don't you think it's weird how Laura pretends I'm hers? Rick starts defending Denise. Says maybe we were too harsh. Maybe Olivia deserves to know her real mother. Maybe Denise has changed. I'm watching my family fall apart, and then I find them. Rick and Denise, in his car in our driveway. He's kissing her. I stand there watching them through the kitchen window, and something in me just goes cold. I did not confront them. I go upstairs and start making lists. The house is in my name. I bought it before we married with money from selling my dad's business. Rick's name isn't on the deed. His car, I paid cash for it but put it in his name for insurance reasons. The vacation house we go to every summer, mine. Inherited from my grandmother Olivia's college fund, that's interesting. It's in my name as the account owner. Rick and I had been putting money in, but I'd been adding extra from my consulting work, about $80,000 extra. Olivia's car she got for her 16th birthday 2 months ago, I bought that. Title's in my name until she turns 18. The credit cards Rick uses, all authorized user cards on my accounts. The next morning I call my lawyer, then I call my accountant, then I call a locksmith. Rick's at work when the locks get changed. Olivia's at school when I clean out her college fund and put it in a new account. I leave the original $20,000 Rick contributed, but take every penny I put in. I canceled Rick's cards and removed him as an authorized user on all of them. I texted him that he needs to find somewhere else to stay tonight. He calls me, screaming about how I can't lock him out of his own house. I remind him it's not his house, never was. Olivia comes home from school and tries her key. It doesn't work. She calls Rick crying and he tells her to go to Denise's apartment. That's when she learns Denise lives in a studio above a liquor store with no heat and roaches everywhere. She texts me, "You can't keep me from my home." I text back, "Your dad can find you somewhere to live. I'm sure your real mom has room." Rick tries to withdraw money from what he thought was our joint account. It's empty. I moved everything to my personal account. He calls me, screaming that I can't take his money. I remind him that every deposit came from my consulting firm. Olivia tries to drive her car to school the next week. The repo company already took it. She calls me sobbing, saying I stole her car. I tell her the car was never hers. It was mine that I let her use. Now she can ask her real mom for rides. I tell her, "You wanted your real mom. Now you have her. Enjoy everything she can provide for you." 3 weeks later, Rick tried to claim common law marriage. Full story on channel. Link below.